Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, August 23rd, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Some will say the stock market is mercifully closed. Uh, today, uh, anyway, it's hard to say exactly what happened today, but um, the Federal Reserve guy was speaking, and uh, he basically said the Federal Reserve will do whatever it has to do about interest rates, which really wasn't promising lower interest rates. But the thing that set this off, the Dow fell 623 points today, was a couple tweets from the president. And I read those tweets. I thought they were pretty reasonable. Uh, Basically, what Trump said was that we have to do something about China and their trade policies, that they have basically enacted policies which rip off the United States in terms of money and intellectual property. And he said something about, we could get along without China, or words to that effect. It was tough talk, uh, and it totally spooked the stock market today. It doesn't take much to spook the stock market, and the Dow fell 623 points. Okay, that's what happened to the stock market. Believe it or not, we had a pretty good day, uh, mainly because we weren't buying any of the normal stuff today with this plunge. We stood aside on virtually everything except we have positions that we get into when stocks really go south. And that's what happened today. We got into four new positions. All four are positive, none are negative, and we are carrying over $15,000 in positive open trade equity over the weekend and going into Monday. By the way, we had six positions coming into today. We got out of those without too much damage. We had negative $900 in those six positions. So we had some positive open trade with those positions yesterday. On the close, we gave up that positive open trade equity and got out with negative $900. But we got into four new positions, which are now as open trade. They total over $15,000. So we fared pretty well. Now, the only thing I have to say is we've been having problems with seeing our open trade evaporate overnight, and now we have a lot of open trade over $15,000. That's got to hold together until Monday. And what's going to happen here is if traders spend a nice weekend scratching their head and start thinking that maybe selling billions of dollars worth of stocks over something that the president tweets, that maybe that's not such a smart decision, and they start buying these stocks on the open Monday, this might reverse some of these profits we have. And I hate to say it, but just from our selfish perspective here, we will do better if on Monday morning stocks open lower. That will help us. If they open a lot higher, we're going to lose some of this $15,000 plus in open trade. That's just the way it goes, and these are extremely volatile and difficult markets to trade, and I don't want to even speculate what might happen on Monday. We'll just have to see. Okay, let's look at three of our good stocks here. This first one is DRIP, which is Inverse Oil and Gas Exploration. Basically, oil and gas didn't do well today, so this thing goes up, and it gapped up. We grabbed a nice little pullback there, and it kept going, closed right on its high, and we're up $3,500 in open trade with DRIP. And then the next one, this is NUGT. I call it Nugget. It's a gold stock, gold mining stock, and we bought this at the end of the second hour, end of the first hour today, and it just kept going, and we're holding $4.2 thousand in Nugget. And then finally, the really big one, this is JNUG, JNUG. This is another gold mining stock, and we bought that right out of the gate this morning, and it just kept screaming, just like Nugget. They both pretty much did the same thing, only we did even better in JNUG. We have $6,800 in open trade equity in JNUG. So, nice way to end the week. We'll just have to wait and see what happens Monday morning. You better believe I'll be here trading at that time. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Trader Bob signing off.